Hello guys! Welcome back on the Sunday family recipes. So guys, today we are going to do two dishes, but I do not know if I want to cram them over in one video, but we'll see what happens. Alright, the first recipe is shrimp patty, and the other one is a chicken stew, something like I'll show you later. So you have to watch until the end. I think that one will be a very good recipe for those of you who love chicken, and it's very simple. The first dish is shrimp patty. This is the ingredients that we need. Let me just put you guys closer so that you can see, right? Facebook. Yeah. So Facebook, I hope you guys have a good view too. All right. So this is shrimp patty, but instead of having everything shrimps, because some people feel like the shrimp can be a bit overwhelming, so I blend that together with some minced chicken meat. This is a chicken thigh meat which I already blend in a mixer. It's boneless, so this is shrimps that I have chopped them also with the mixer. And over here I have some chopped carrots. So this is very good if you have kids that doesn't like to eat carrots. So this is something that you might want to do. Hey, how come Facebook is like not such a good viewer? Okay, so carrot, shrimp paste, or minced shrimp and minced chicken thigh. And also here I have some sushi seaweed, which I already cut very thin in a very squarish form like this. So you wonder what this is for, right? So stay tuned. And then we need some egg white. So before I go further, and I always very low, so very long-winded. So I'm going to cut all the crap and I'm going dive down into the detail. Minced meat, as I explained, I'll tell you what we need. Chicken minced meat, and then this is the shrimp. This is egg white. I think I better put you guys, Facebook and YouTube be close friend, huh? They're like two separate. And then I need some carrots. I don't think so I want to put everything. I'll see what happened here. We'll see what happened. And then a pinch of sugar, pinch of salt. Oh, my thing is all over. Some salt. All right, about a teaspoon of salt. And then I have some white pepper. And then the end there, some sesame oil. Just a bit, about a teaspoon. And then I want to add some oyster sauce. You don't need a lot, just about a tablespoon, or slightly lesser than a tablespoon. And then you want to have this rice powder. So the rice powder acts as like a glue. It will glue everything together. About a tablespoon. And then now you want to mix them all together and become like a patty. So this is really simple, right? I think people who like shrimps and who like chicken, they would love this recipe. And it's kind of easy to make. I think I'll add a little bit more of this rice flour, just a tiny bit more. Okay, and then just mix them. This is quite gluey, right? So this is where your hand will get a little bit messy. Don't worry. You want to take 2 spoons, 1, 2, and then you want to just put the patty in here. Let me just say, I think I'll do quite a big one. Okay, I'll put one piece of this sesame seed on top, and then I'll just put them on top of this. Yeah, and then I put the other piece on top. Smart, right? So a bit of spoon to be used, and then you just want to just, you know, just seal this so you don't get so much of the gegamoya. All right, get rid of excess flour, and I'm gonna get a plate. Let me get a bigger plate because I think since this is such a big one, I'll need a bigger plate. It's really quite easy, isn't it? It's not that difficult. So you see, this is how you want to have this patty. And then later when you fry them, it's gonna look so beautiful. All right, let's do another one. So maybe this seaweed is a bit too kecil, you know, too small, but we'll see. All right, then I'm gonna take the other one on top, flip it over. The reason why you want this flour to be outside is because you want this crispy outside on the surface when you fry them, so it's not like all wet. You can steam them too. Some people, they can steam them in the steamer, but I prefer to fry them straight away because I find, first of all, you know, I'm the lazy type. I don't like to spend too much time cooking. Maybe I'll put two. Okay, this is like so maybe it's not a good idea. I'll just take one first and then take the other one top. Oh, this is my spoon. And then I'll just flip them, and then you want to just softly, you know, be gentle, lift them up and just shape them round. Doesn't matter if it is not so round. Okay, you want this to be short. Yeah, so this is perfect if you have a gas, and then you can make them like in advance. If you have a buffet, you can make them in advance, freeze it, and then on the day when it comes, you just take it out from the freezer, and then you just heat it up in the microwave. So before I forgot, so this is not that difficult, right? You saw the procedure was like how long it just take. Of course, bear in mind that, you know, I put all this in the mixer first, so that will take a long time. And I know, you know, my goal for this year is to try and keep it under 20 minutes. So we'll see this dish. If it's more than 20 minutes, then I will lock out, and then I'll show you the other dish. All right. Oh my goodness, I forgotten to put the. Okay, you see, when you lose concentration, this is what happens. So I'm going to just, you know, see the timing, so that, you know, you won't feel like you want to stay the whole video, right? So this is done in 20 minutes. Let me just get the pan ready with some oil so I don't have to wait. Just going to pan fry them. So you want to make sure that you have space when you do this. And this is really presentable if you want to, you know, have like a party. And of course, you don't do like me. If you're having a party, then it's going to be very expensive. If you use just shrimps, right? so it's going to be very costly. So if you like, use more chicken, because I think it's cheaper, and also it's more some people, they doesn't like too much of a seafood, you know. Chicken and shrimps, they really go well together. Okay, and then I'm going to just put, I think I can make another 2 more, and then we can start frying. Okay, so kind of easy, right? So it's a party food, I would say. My daughter is coming over for dinner, so I'm going to show you what I prepare. I have made 3 dishes. I just feel like cooking today. So when I told her, come back for dinner, and she said, what are we eating? I told her what we're gonna eat, and she was so excited. So I like to invite my daughter back. She eat everything. She doesn't complain. She just loves my food, and that's why I do this channel. I hope that when I pass, you know, she can learn all my skills. And maybe when she has a family in the future, she will use my recipe. Okay, as you see, it's a little bit how do you call that? A bit difficult to handle, but this is okay. So let me just move this on the side. Oh, I think maybe I'll put them on the table. My table is clean one. Okay, I'm just gonna on the heat so that I don't have to wait. Okay, let's do the last one. And also for you guys, I'm sure you have a playlist that you have accumulate over YouTubers, all the YouTubers. I hope you include me in one of your playlists. I have about 600 videos, or rather more than 600 videos altogether so far. So I really hope that, you know, that this is not too much for some of you. Some of you are watching one over the other, like one whole weekend. And, you know, I really appreciate that. This is really touching for me. Okay, this one is too much, so I'm not gonna use that. Let me wash my hand, and then we can start frying. Okay, a bit messy, I know, sorry. I have to, you know, think of a way to make this more space. Yeah. Okay, now let's go to the frying pan. Okay, following me. Hello, my dearie Jacqueline, Sarah, and then who else is watching? Veronica. Hello, Veronica Young. Hey, your husband look like this season. I told you, you know, when I first saw him, I remember the post that you post on Facebook lately, and then you said that your husband looked like Caesar, and I totally agree, right? I totally agree. This is what I was thinking when I first saw him on photograph, and I was thinking, my God, this guy just reminds me of someone, but I couldn't, you know, I couldn't lay hand on it. Who? So now I'm going to put the patty in. One by one. Maybe the heat is not hot yet. Don't put your hand on top, okay? Just make sure you do this. Okay, I like the sound. It's gentle and sizzling. Alright? So this is a sound that you want. You don't want cha, and then you get burned. All your stuff get burned. So you want to just make them really nicely. You know, most of my viewers, they are Malay, from Malaysia, and I have a lot of new viewers recently from Philippines and what do you call Thailand. I have a lot of Thai people coming in too, but you know, unfortunately, I can't speak Thai. you want to be able to have a translator. Sometimes they ask me in Thai, I don't know what you're talking about, but you know, I try to translate using the translator, but you know, you have too many people asking, and sometimes it's just too much. So if possible, okay guys, when you are writing a comment on my Facebook or YouTube, please, can you please write in English? I really would appreciate that, because I'm going to flip this one. I think this one is almost, oh, look, it's so pretty. And I really appreciate if you can write in English, because I don't understand Malay. I would love to learn Malay. My mom can speak Malay, but I can't. I'm a Peranakan, so unfortunately my mom, we don't speak Malay at home. She didn't pass on this skill to me, so it's a pity. I wish I could learn more languages, at least another one. And Malay is a very beautiful language. Oops. And also Thai. I find that Thai is like so gentle, you know. And I really appreciate. Alright guys, I'm gonna do a Q&A soon, because I have people asking me all kinds of questions, and I really don't have time to think about, you know, how I'm gonna formulate this. But I'm definitely going to answer. Maybe I'll do it live streaming, alright? Because if I'm going to record a video, it's going to take too long time. So let me just turn this. I think this is ready to be turned. Look at that. So pretty, right? Is this one done? Yeah. This one is a bit fat. I'm going to turn this one. Look at that, so pretty. I tell you, this dish is gonna be hot, okay? People's gonna love this, and I just hope that you give this a try. So let me just wipe this. By the way, I guess you guys probably noticed me by now. I have an OCD, so I can't handle mess. When I see a mess, you know, my mind just doesn't function. So I hope you bear with me, okay, please. I think it's very difficult to control. It's not that I'm a control freak. I just want to work in an environment whereby I'm more in control of the situation. So just enjoy sometimes. Right? Isn't this fun? I'm just gonna turn this. Oh, look at that, so beautiful. So you want to cook this in, I have number 6 here. So you don't want to on so high a heat, because remember that this is chicken also, yeah? And chicken take a longer time to cook. So if you're making such a thick patty, you want to be able to cook slightly longer time. So don't on heat like 8, 9, no. It will burn, and then you will not have a well-cooked chicken. So have some patience and just let this do its job. And how do you know, right, when it is done? You probably wonder. My trick, I like to use the back of this is it spatula? No, it's not spatula. Anyway, we call it stick spatula. And I just press them, and then you can more or less feel it. Like it bounce back means that it is cooked. But it just sinks in. You just feel like, oh, it's so soft in the center, right? And it's firm at the side, like this, for example. It's firm on the side, but it's a bit soft in the center. So you know it's not fully cooked. You want to be able to fully cook them, and by doing that is this method. All right. So this is you see, you have vegetables inside, and then you have seaweed, and it looks very presentable on a buffet table. And I think the kids would love this. And then if you like, you can put you know, the satay stick, the barbecue stick, and then you just poke them through here, and then you put them on the barbecue platter, no, buffet platter, and then it's easier for people to pick it up and eat them, right? Just like in Singapore, we have this fish ball as snacks. So this is what you can do, so people don't have to pick up the food. So this is hopefully your dinner idea for Chinese New Year. And I think this is done. Okay, this one in the center, I think it's done. Okay. I'm going to remove this one. I think this is all done. Oh, let me get a toilet paper. Kitchen roll. Alright, you want to remove the oil from this. Facebook can see it. Okay. My kitchen towel. Then you want to put them. So you will absorb the oil. Okay, yeah. Oh, okay, now I am done here. So it's slightly over 20 minutes. I think it's because my platter is thicker. I want to just make sure it's cooked too. So you want to reduce the cooking time. You can actually cook them longer. Look at that. Nice or not? Who gave me the thumbs up? Who gave me the thumbs up at Facebook? Thank you. And I want to see some thumbs up from YouTube too. I have seen some people over there at YouTube, but you know, YouTube people are very quiet, you know, they are very obedient, they just sit there like a good student. Joking, okay? I'm just going to give you guys a close-up so you can see how this delicious thing looks like. Because now you are hungry and you eat them. Just want to wet them. Okay. Let me put this like this. Who give me a thumbs up? Oh, Ria. Is that you? Give me the thumbs up. The stomach or not? The stomach. I know it's very late in Singapore. You know, your stomach probably like the machine jumping, right? So this is hopefully your Chinese New Year. Do something different. Shrimps, platter, and then I tell you, you will be the rock star, alright, if you make this. Second dish. Want to see? Another second dish. I'm going to remove some oil from here because I'm going to use about the same oil because the next dish, actually I cheated a little bit. Okay, let me explain to you why I cheated. Because I want to reduce your watching time, okay? Because you're going to bake, right? Chicken. This is the chicken, not breast, but chicken. Let me just off this. chicken thigh, boneless chicken thigh. I take it out from the fridge. I wash it with cold water. Ha 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 ha. I wash it with cold water, and then I put some flour, because when you put the flour to wash the chicken very tender, you know, like the 18 years old. Very, very tender. So let it sit for a while and then wash it away with the cold water, because then you feel after when you cook this chicken, wow, more tang, you know. So chicken thigh, wash it with flour, dry it, add egg, cooking wine, salt and pepper, and then did I say egg yolk, right? Egg yolk, and then you know, you just coat it with some rice flour, and then you fry them on the pan, all right, until it's like crispy on the outside. You don't want to cook them for too long, because this is going to be cooked again, all right? So this is like sometimes like a peng chai in Singapore. You all like the peng chai, right, during Chinese New Year. So this is something like that, a little bit influenced, but doing it a different way. So on this pan, I'm going to add just a little bit of oil, because I want to fry some vegetable. All right, and then I'm going to do a sauce. Okay, I'm going to do a sauce. Let me just take my bowl. Here is my bowl. Can you see it? Okay, can see right here. Can see it on Facebook. Can see it. Okay, this is we call it the tao jian, you know, the fermented tofu in cube. Okay, this is a tao jian. You know, look yummy, of course. Your saliva will come out, right? Right here. Okay, now I'm going to fry this first with the garlic and the ginger. First, oh, don't want to put too hot, but. And then I want to put the onion also. These are just one small red shallot onion. Alright, you want to be cooking this gently. Okay? And then, meantime, while this is cooking, I'm going to show you. Alright, this one is the fermented. So all my products, you can buy them at my Amazon store. I'm going to include the link later on. So this is very important ingredient, right? So I'm going to put some oyster sauce. I don't know whether you can see, about a tablespoon of oyster sauce. And then I put it here so everybody can see. And then some light soy sauce. Okay. And then you want to put some this sugar, just about a tablespoon of sugar, because the fermented tofu is very salty. You don't want it to be too salty, so you use the sugar to balance it up. Okay, mix this, give this a whack until they are all dissolved. And then the tofu is like right, until you get like a liquid like that. Add some water. Okay, and then some chicken powder. Don't forget the chicken powder. Just about a teaspoon of a chicken powder. Okay, give this a mix. Oh, I can smell the garlic already. The garlic, the ginger, and the shallot is so fragrant. Okay, now next step, you want to put the tomato in here. Okay, very fast. Increase the heat now. You want this to wet first, so that you know the tomato starts to melt underneath. And then, now the next is put everything in the center like that. Okay, and then put in the chicken on top. Alright, the chicken on top. Ooh, I can I can smell this. It's too strong. So now you want to take something to protect yourself, alright? You want to take something to protect yourself. So I'm gonna pour this. Let me just leave it, okay? I'm gonna pour this in here. So I'm gonna let this stew cook this liquid. Oh, look at that. So you want to thicken it, you can do that, but don't do that now yet. Just cover this on the heat and let this roll by itself. Okay, cook. Don't forget, okay, you still have the pepper. So when the chicken start to dry, the reason why I don't like to put pepper, because I like to eat it raw. Because pepper, when you cook them, they lose its vitamin. Remember I told you guys about pepper or not? You want to look 18 years old younger, right? So you eat more of this, yeah? So especially don't cook them for too long. And tomato must cook them. Let tomato do the job. Underneath it becomes like liquid and then combined with the sauce that I'm cooking, so this will like somehow steam the chicken. All right, so let's take a look at this baby here. I'm going to show you what I have made. I have also made some spring roll. I don't know whether did I make a video on this earlier on, but I made some spring roll, and I tell you, I was so hungry just now before I start live streaming, because my daughter, she likes spring roll. So I made one early on and then I freeze it. Yeah, I think I made a video on that early on. So you can see this video. I'm going to try and include the link so you too can make this. Very yummy. It's Sunday. Come on, guys. Don't be lazy, okay? Sunday is the time where you want to get out in the kitchen and do something. And today I just finished editing a vlog. It's about the story of my kitchen, so I'm going to post it next week, so make sure you stay tuned too. All right, so can you hear the sound of the chicken? Not the sound of music, but the sound of the chicken. So I'm gonna pour the pepper in on top, okay, and let this just steam for a while. Just for a while. Yeah. And then this doesn't end there. I'm gonna just get some spring onions. Too lazy to take out your chopping board, right? I teach you a lazy method. Huh? Lazy, right? This is a lazy channel for lazy people. So use the scissors and cut. Okay, so you don't have to wash your chopping board. Take out the whole balang, you know, so troublesome, right? So just cut them. So when this is done, just whack the whole thing in and it's done. Yeah, your family is going to have this like your face like that. I know my daughter will be smiling for sure because she just loves my cooking. So something is going on there. Okay, so I'm going to take picture and I'm going to post it later on. This one I didn't use. I took out because I want to use it. So now, very good. I don't have to use it. I'm going to put them. We call this in Cantonese man. You know what is man? Man means you just like some kind of steaming it, but then it's in a stock or in a sauce, and because the chicken has already been cooked, so just imagine the crispy part of the chicken is being steamed, so it forms this really tender chicken. So you can imagine, right? Just imagine. Don't just imagine. Cook, okay? Let me know what you think about this dish. Ah, look at that. I think it's done. Oh, okay, now just wait for my daughter to come, okay? So if you're not serving this right away, guys, you want to see. Okay. You want to see. Look. Maybe on a live streaming, the pixel is very bad, you know. You get only smoke, right? So I'm gonna try and take picture, okay? And then you see how it looks like. But picture, sometimes some picture, we have to adjust the lighting a bit because, you know, guys, this is Sweden, and because it's so dark here, so sometimes we don't have daylight. Especially now, we don't have daylight. So I'm using artificial lighting to take my pictures on my photography when it comes to making a thumbnail. So you will notice that I don't put up the thumbnail or the picture immediately. It will take a while because you have to eat and digest, and then you have time and energy to do the thumbnail, right? So that's why I don't do it. Okay, now I'm gonna off it because when my daughter comes later on, all right, I'm going to just serve everything. Just turn this on a little bit more, and then just serve it as it is, like this. Of course, not on the pot lah. You know, I mean, you can do that if you're alone at home. But if you have a guest, you know, maybe you put a, you know, like a clay pot, something like this one, something like this. Okay, you put them in the clay pot. I think I'm going to must well do it now. Okay, I'm going to put them in the clay pot. So that, you know, when your guests come, it looks much more presentable, right? And you notice I don't want to cook the tomato for too long either, because I also want to preserve the vitamins on the tomato. Okay, no more patience. I have to pour this in. Oh my god, it smells so good. Like very comfort food. You guys like it, right? So give a thumbs up, okay? And then share this, all right? You have friends that you like your friends, right? You're going to share them with them. Good thing must share, right? So I hope you share this recipe with people like I share with you. This is your way of thanking me. Don't go and buy present for me, all right? I don't want present. Just share this video so that your people that you care about can also learn some good thing, yeah? So that they look younger and more healthier. So this pot, a lot of people ask me. I did a live streaming before, and there's two girls who wrote to me and, where did I get this pot? I'm going to include the link, okay? The link for this pot, and then my Amazon shop. You can go and take a look. So meantime, I'm just going to cover this and let this sit. If you want, you can put this in the oven and just let it warm up. Hi, Melanie. So I'm going to just give you guys a conclusion here. Not conclusion, but just take a look at you guys here and just say, Sunday? What are you guys doing on Sunday? Okay, so if you're new here and first time watching my channel, my name is Estee from Estee in Sweden. I do live cooking show. My show is for lazy people who doesn't want to spend too much time in the kitchen. Fast food, healthy and cheap, right? Most importantly, cheap and good. And of course, I do vlog also, but I've been so lazy for the past 2 years. This year, in 2020, I'm going to start vlogging so that you can see me, you know, and you can hear my story about how, you know, a Singaporean girl from an exotic country moved into a freeze box like in Singapore, in Sweden, right? And also because I'm an Airbnb host, I also have hosts, but let me tell you, we've been receiving booking, and this booking are all last minute. It's not that I don't like it, but I just feel like I like to be prepared, you know, like you don't come tomorrow and then you book tomorrow. So let me know in advance so that I can plan and I can talk to you first. I want to know what you want to see here. And I often talk to my guests before they come, at least a few days before they come, so that I know what they are interested, so I can help them to find information, all right? So all those last minute booking, it's like, it's good also, it's good income for us, but then we prefer, you know, you guys give us some grace time to prepare the house, get something, some snacks or something that you might want to eat. If you come late, you know, we will prepare something so that, you know, because the shop closed at 9 o'clock. So if you come late, like 10 o'clock, and you are hungry, so I can make like a sandwich or what, you know, so that you don't feel hungry when you arrive here. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, please give a like or a thumbs up, and let me know in the comment below, okay, somewhere below here, and tell me what you think about this video, and if you have tried this, and tell me if you have tried this, and if it's good, not good, let me know, okay? Okay, I'm tired. I think I'm going to have a shower, make myself pretty for my daughter to come. LG is coming back. I'm so glad. So, we'll see you in my next live streaming. See you guys. Bye-bye.